people just debate for the sake of debating and for the sake of showing the people that I can debate. Yeah. This is not school, my guy. This is like real stuff. And do you think Bowman can debate based on what you have seen? I better Bino. Bino Mpondo is a good. I'm giving reference back to Bino. He's a good debater. He can debate, but again, there are points that he just feels like. Sometimes just feels like I just have to debate because I have to debate.
Sometimes it feels like you just want to please the people.
Yeah.
Because he's heard people speaking on it, so he has to bring it up for debate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not because
because he believes in that
sometimes
thing.
I don't even think he really believes in some stuff that he debates on.
You see a member of parliament, Alain Menina, and he's promising people roads. Are you serious? No, like let's be honest. Are you seriously promising people roads as a member of parliament who build schools for you? Who build hospitals, MP? What is it? Let's go back. What is the role of an MP? Man, this is something I've seen before. I saw this in the PF. And you promised that Fiala with Swift. But look at it. Look at us now. The same thing is still happening. The cops are right there. And they're failing to manhandle the people. Like, bruh, it has just exposed our ruling party. We all thought it was like it was that powerful party. But has exposed them.
Yeah, it's showing some weak links. What is up to do Ivy when you need him?
Living my life the way I'm thinking is supposed to believe. Not the way you want me to live. I never let people choose for me what to believe. Happiness is within me. I'm living my life the way I'm thinking is supposed to believe. Not the way you want me to live. I never let people choose for me what to believe. Happiness is within me.
Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Thoughts Podcast. I'm your host, Witty, I'm chilling with
Caesy.
Yeah, we're back.
We're back again like we never left. Speak of consistency.
Yeah, this time.
I was telling you the same. I was like, I like the way the podcast is coming up. Contraction, traffic, but are we good on audio if you check there?
Yeah, we're good. We're
good?
Yeah,
okay.
we're good.
So we're at church today, St. Mary Magdalene Anglican Church in Kabulonga. Ngamava church knesu, Mwaisako. That's where we are. I'm a location. Takuri if you are
Oh, you mean on the set?
On the set, yeah.
I thought they big church. So
no. The passage, the party food.
No,
I was telling you the same earlier.
Anyone who cooks food and does a restaurant, call us over so that we can shoot from your restaurant.
And we shout you out.
Yeah, we shout you out. Guys.
Call us. Kanamba Frafin, don't forget.
Kanamba. Yeah, so what's up? Nah, we try to not with the drama.
Not elections.
Elections.
The erections.
Did I say that?
No, not elections, the erections. You didn't see that woman? That woman from Chingola, I don't know.
She's also standing somewhere.
Yeah, like. And man, what do you think about Webby posted something? Let me check what Webby posted. She's posted. Webby said something sensible, and I was like, is this Webby or Webby read it from somewhere? And then like he just is this copy and paste?
What do you mean, boy?
Show me number, but I know like.
What did he post concerning politics?
Yeah, man. Let me.
I think I saw it. The reason why I didn't read it, it was too long.
We can even talk about this anyway. This is what Webby posted.
Yeah, you can read it.
The biggest mistake Zambia is making is treating parliament like a popularity contest or reward for loyalty instead of a serious national institution. Parliament is where laws are made. Parliament is where national resources are allocated. Parliament is where the executive is supposed to be questioned and held accountable. That responsibility cannot be held or cannot be handled by people who cannot read, analyze, understand, and debate bills, acts, and committees' report. Yeah. How do you scrutinize a national budget you cannot interpret?
Yeah.
How do you debate laws you cannot comprehend? How do you defend citizens when you cannot analyze policy? The decline in the quality of debate in parliament is not accidental. It is a reflection of the kind of leaders we are choosing. Leadership is not entertainment. The future of the country depends on the competence of he meant competency of the people entrusted with power. Anyway, happy Sabbath, Bunny. Did we type this?
But it's possible.
It's
The guy is
possible.
smart.
He's a smart guy.
It's just that he jokes a lot. Most of the time.
I know it's his thought process.
Mm-hmm.
Understand? Everything he said. I just said I agree with him because I've noticed and realized a decline in the quality of the debates in parliament, and this started about I can say within this decade which has finished, from the time Vasata won the election. No, not Vasata. After Vasata died, I realized that there was a lot of there was a decline when it comes to how people argue, how people debate in parliament. They take things personal, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like if you look at how let's go to the United States, how people argue and how people debate policy. It doesn't matter whether you're a Democrat or a Republican. People use logic to interpret, not feelings, not hatred, because I don't like you and I just have to argue. You know what I mean? It's a good example is Bino Nkombo. Bino Nkombo is a very good debater, right?
Yeah.
Bino Nkombo can debate, but sometimes I feel sometimes he used just to debate because he feels like he has to debate, and it should never be like that. I mean, our glass was sender. Sorry. Your dad has come? I'll use mine. Oh, guys, don't roast me. My glasses and jolly. But anyway, it's fine. I'll use this. But these are my lenses. Yeah. Bino Nkombo can debate. He's a very good debater. There are some things that he has debated, and I say I agree with him. He needed to stand up for the people and debate on this. And you have to give checks and balances to the sitting government, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes I feel like people just debate for the sake of debating and for the sake of showing the people that I can debate.
Yeah.
This is not school, my guy. This is real stuff. Those debates we used to do school grade 12 and stuff. It's different from what we're doing right now. This is the reality. The future of this country depends on what you're debating on right now.
Yeah, sure.
Don't just debate for the sake of debating. And I said I realized this started happening in Konumoko, maybe during my PF time, because of the wrangles that were there between the PF and UPND.
Yeah.
When it was PF versus MMD, I feel like there was a lot of logic happening there. That's why you could even see some people who were being chosen by SATA from MMD and the Arabika Kokwati Muri cabinet. Remember when the MMD even put up a statement saying whoever joins the PF from MMD, we're going to cut you out of the party. I feel like that was not even necessary.
Yeah.
It was based on logic. You can even see saying, okay, I've seen that one is MMD, but we can put you in cabinet. We can give you a position in government. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's normal. It can happen like that. But these days, ever since it was from the time of ECL going this side, do you think that can happen?
Well, no.
You know what I mean? You can't tell me you can just write off everyone who's in PF and say they can't work. No, it shouldn't work like that. Because people don't use logic, they use feelings. To a pattern of a PF, we can't use a PF member to do this.
Yeah.
And we are seeing this. We are seeing now people are just now going there. They don't even understand what's happening. One of them is this guy Bulldozer. That guy. What was his name? Police.
Oh, police, no?
Bulldozer.
The
Yeah.
Shimbagambu.
No, not that one. That guy can.
Ati.
Shimbagambu is a good debater, not only using emotions, but that guy can actually debate. Bowman.
Bowman.
Bowman. Do you think Bowman can debate based on what you have seen? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The decline started during that period. Remember where it's coming from? Kuduba, ECO, Kusaso. Those guys couldn't debate. But he doesn't even know what he's talking about. You can tell this guy doesn't even know what he's talking about. You know what I mean? I better Bino Nkombo is a good. I'm giving reference back to Bino. He's a good debater. He can debate. But again, there are points that she just feels like, sometimes just feels like I just have to debate. Because I have to debate.
sometimes it feels like you just want to please the people.
Yeah.
Because he's heard people speaking on it, so he has to bring it up for debate.
Yeah.
Not because I don't.
Not
think,
because he believes in that
sometimes
thing.
I don't even think he really believes in some stuff that he debates on. Actually.
That's the thing, exactly.
Yeah.
Especially like when he's talking about speaking for students, it's like oh, students are complaining about water, and then you bring it to parliament fast.
Because I've seen clips where they proved him wrong, like right there. Like, do you have proof? And then maybe they debunk that, like, no, that's not really the truth.
Yeah, you see.
Because this is what's really happening. This and this and this.
That's
That's where I'm coming from when I say sometimes I feel like he does it to please the people.
Please the people.
Or he's heard from outside what people are talking about or complaining about. So without him doing the checks and balances, it just goes straight.
And then he brings it to Muchai. Yeah. Which is not supposed to be the case. When you're debating on something, you have to debate on something that you believe in. Right? I believe that gayism is bad, or gayism should not be accepted in Zambia. Start giving us points. Okay, gayism, we can't accept this because of this and this and this and that. Okay? Because you do believe in that thing. Don't just come here and start telling us, no, because I'm a morosi, shashani. Yes, we do have morals, we do have values, we do have culture. But give us some actual facts, some actual substance. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. But I really like this write-up. Webi and Antonga. And then the other thing that he talked about was Parliament is where laws are made. Yeah, I think we've talked about this a bit. Parliament is where national resources are allocated. So, what does it mean that by national resources are allocated using Parliament? It's Kapalama CDF, Shani, it comes from there saying, okay guys, so CDF Shani, this much. Not only it's a lot. Like, okay, we're going to build how many schools in Kabwata, how many schools, like allocating national resources. It's in Parliament. And then he also talked about how can you scrutinize the national budget if you cannot interpret it? You need to understand the national budget yourself. Weka. Okay, this is the budget. This means this. This means that. Ngapunda GDP file pribulefi. Amunate. Ngapunda oh, this is the GDP. What is the GDP? Amunate. You don't not just by definition, also understanding what it is. So you can't just come there. You open that inflation rate. The inflation is high. The inflation is low. Yeah, so you can't.
Because I was surprised when I was seeing that, because the things that are happening, some things are appearing as if it's jokes. You question like, is this content?
Yeah, and we are seeing all these videos flooding the internet and stuff, where or want to like, and I'm like, are we really doing this? You know what I mean? It's like, you see a member of parliament, Alei Menina, and he's promising people roads. Are you serious? No, like let's be honest. Are you seriously promising people roads as a member of parliament? Who build schools for you? Who build hospitals? MP? What is it? Let's go back. What is the role of an MP? It is to make laws representing a particular group of people or a particular constituency. You have to represent a constituency in the parliament to make laws. Simple. That's why your jurisdiction ends. You're not going to start telling me, no, Nkamikuri roads as an MP. No, man. The best thing you can do is you can take policies to the parliament that can make an enabling environment for businesses to thrive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not promising people are marketeers.
You're studying or something that you don't really understand.
You don't really understand.
Once you get elected, what are you going to do there?
And then when people come say, my promise the road, and then it should look like what? Think about it. You promise people roads as an MP, and then you find that, we MP can take Pangama road.
You're not going to go back to correct
until guys, sorry, I didn't know that being an MP doesn't mean you can build. You can't do that. You already promised people, and then when your 5 years elapses, you have not done anything, and you look like you didn't work. But maybe you actually did a very good job in the parliament by maybe coming up with good suggestions and making good arguments
I
and
remember what you
debating.
promised.
But you didn't just deliver. People will say roads tamutupangi de, markets tamutukudi de. You understand?
Yeah.
So this is where I'm coming from. And then you can speak of CDF. CDF, yes, it goes per constituency, right? Constituency Development Fund, but it does not really fall directly in the pockets of the MP, of the office of the MP. Who's dealing? Iliya office yama local council. They're the ones that are now handling the CDF. It's not really you. It is now the councillors, the ward chairpersons and stuff are the ones that are handling the CDF. So you can say, no, we use CDF to build the road. It is not directly in your pocket. You understand what I mean, right? So you really need to know what you're talking about, and you really need to know what you're going to do in the parliament when you go there. Don't just start saying things for the sake of saying.
Yeah. And then there's been things that have been happening. Yeah, like it's showing incompetence in some
like
sectors.
What's the example?
Like what happens could Garry Nkombo, because the Nankana were there. The cops were there.
Man,
they are not doing anything.
When I looked at that, my heart broke. And I know I'm not the only one. And it just didn't break because I like the man or stuff. It's because of, I was looking at it from an angle of, man, this is something I've seen before. I saw this in the PF. And you promised that it's a with Swift. But look at it, look at us now. The same thing is still happening. The cops are right there and they're failing to manhandle the people. Like, bruh,
now
cops have got all the powers to just carry those people, throw them in the van and drive away.
Now imagine if they're...
And the muntu ainja na office mnamu inamba no kusa agina wakapokola na msonda kumsonda. You know, saying imagine.
Yeah, now imagine if they are failing to protect a guy like Garry Nkombo.
Imagine.
I'm
dead.
I'm
dead because Garry.
Because I'm looking at it from there, like if the police are not able to help Garry Nkombo in that situation.
The former MP, not only former MP, but also a person who's just coming from their party. It's very dangerous for us, and it just feels like Zambia is not safe anymore. And like, trust me, remember, you know that it's the very first time I voted, right?
Yeah.
And you know, I think most of my close friends know, like, I went there to vote because of one particular thing, cadarism. I really frown upon that. I hate it with a passion. I hate card. Even just seeing a card, like, whether it's green and red and blue. I hate seeing that because I know I've witnessed what cadres can do. I've like how unruly those people can be, and me seeing it now in 2026 it's very sad, my guy.
Yeah, it's disturbing.
Like, we really don't need to go through that again. You know what I mean? And then speaking of, we're still on Garry Nkombo. Speaking of Garry Nkombo, there's this thing people are saying, and I know you're not very rooted into politics. There's you know, Garry Nkombo was in UPND, right?
Yes.
And then he fouled in, right? Mudiba Bashan. And then there's by UPND, my Facebook page, they posted something saying that Garry Nkombo. Actually, they really didn't mention the name. They just it was like when Garry Nkombo's thing was happening, something in the sense in the line of when you stand as MP, you must not be a member of any political party for 60 is it 30 days, 60 days, for 2 months. For example, right? If I'm in PF and then I join, like
the way Garry was in
UPND, and then he becomes independent, right?
He has to wait for 6 months.
You have to wait, not 6 months. 60 days. 2 months. 2 months.
2 months.
Yes. You have to wait for 2 months, 60 days, for you to join another party and actually file in. That's what they were posting, right? But now, yes, they did post that. But think of the people like Abian Robert Chavinga, who were in PF and immediately were joining UPND. So I was like, UPND, you actually posted this? UPND, you posted this?
Yeah. They are the ones who posted.
Yes, my UPND page. I don't know if it's still there. If you can check. I don't know if it's still up there. They're the ones who posted. Papa page in UPND. And then people started now questioning, so all these people that are actually standing contesting using other that came from other parties, it's illegal. Again, so there are two wrong things here. Already, if it was actually illegal, it means it can't be just illegal on the other side. It has to be illegal with them. But do you know why it is not illegal? They're getting it wrong. It does not say the law article, is it in Article 50? It doesn't say you cannot stand, okay, 60 days prior to the nomination. No. It is 60 days prior to the election date. You get?
Yeah.
So it has to be 60 days prior to the election date. So the due date for everyone who defected or anyone who changed parties, it's not August, it's June 13th. Because the elections are on 13th August, which means 13th June, last day. As long as you defected, you become ineligible to file in. So this is the best time, because it has to be prior to 60 days before the election date. That's how it's supposed to be. And then all this violence, where is it coming from? Remember, there was a clip of this guy. Remember, guys, youth chairperson over UPNG. What's his name? Gilbert Lisoniso. There's a video. I don't know what was happening. I think at the Mulungoshi conference center, the president was there when he was issuing a statement saying, whoever is going to stand, if you are part of UPND and you want to change parties, you want to switch to a different party during nomination, if you are not going to be nominated, or if you're not going to be adopted, okay, bye-bye, see you. If you're not, sorry? Oh, okay, thank you. Yeah, if you're not going to be adopted under the UPND, because you know how the adoption process goes, right? Yeah. Same party, and then they adopt one person.
And then before you continue,
yeah,
the party has to adopt only one
person for that particular constituency.
Okay.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah. So let's say, for example, one two about mass strong words, and then they just pick one person. So what they
give one person
to stand. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll get to that as well.
Yeah, because I'm asking because
we'll get to that as well. So they'll give one certificate to one person. So now, so they were warning, saying if you don't get the certificate, Gilbert Lisoni said, we shall follow you, Mr. President. We are not going to Shanshanuko. Yeah, like they were giving those threats and warning them. Because what happens is that sometimes you're popular on the ground, and then maybe corruption and adopt Shani, and then you just said, Tamusi adopt, I'll make my own. I'll stand as independent. So some people do that. So now he was like threatening violence upon those people who are who are potentially going to do that. You know what I mean? So now, this is where all this is coming from. Garry Nkombo because of what Gilbert Lisoni said. And the president is aware of that because he said it in his presence. He was in the arena. The president was in the arena when he was making those pronouncements. You know what I mean? And if the president really took this seriously, right there when he said those things, he would have rubbished it either the following day or when he was giving his speech, he would have said no.
Yeah, he should have said something.
Yeah.
Because that's showing that he's condoning this.
Yeah, never have seen it. Because he was there. But President, in your presence, allow me to say this. I'm going Shanshanuko, and you're saying like, if I'm the youth chairperson of UPND, no one is going to be allowed to do this. We shall not allow you. You know what I mean? You know what it means when someone uses that tone. We shall not allow you. But remember, it is someone's right to do that, to stand using any party, whether independent or not independent. Whether you adopted me or did not adopt me, it is my constitutional right to stand. Even right now, you yourself, as long as you've what it takes, you can go there and stand. No one should stop you because no, it doesn't work like that. You can stand. So that was wrong. The president would have spoken something to that effect. And then now, I'm disappointed with the UPND in so many, maybe it's a lack of experience, they've never been in power or something, but them being a party with that muscle, I feel like they would have done better when it comes to these adoptions. You spoke about my adoption certificates, right? Yeah. Have you seen how many people come south, northwestern province, them giving them adoption papers to like 3 or 4, to 2 people, multiple people.
I didn't know it happened even.
It has been happening.
Outside Lusaka.
The same on more part, the Lusaka mayor thing is like a fraction of what's happening out there. Yeah. It happened Kuma Southern, Kuma Northwestern province, Kuma Southern. It has been happening. This was like the 4th case I had.
So, Incompetence.
And where are they getting? Who is signing on those certificates?
Yeah,
Okay, somebody has to be answerable. Somebody needs to answer these questions.
true.
Who is giving out these certificates? And then adoption should not work as first come first serve. Wafika bwangu, everybody ambition. People are making fun of that.
Yeah,
it has
true.
just exposed our ruling party. We all thought it was like it was that powerful party, but has exposed them.
Yeah, it's showing some weak links.
Yeah.
Like they have weak links.
Yeah, they've shown their like they've got those weaknesses here and there. You know what I mean? Because as a ruling party, you had all these 4 years to work on everything and do everything, make proper structures and stuff. Because guys, this guy, who's this guy? Thomas Sipalo. He was independent, right?
Yeah.
He was approached. Oh, Trefa women Munali. Don't they have people who are in the party who can stand for Munali? They do. Allegedly, Mark II was also approached. He denied. He said, no, I mean an egg. Mayoral expressed interest. I don't know if he's the one who approached or he was approached.
He was actually waiting. I think he was waiting. He kept on waiting to be adopted.
But how do you just wait if you're not part of the party? You can't just wait. It means
before
you expressed.
Isn't it when you are standing there?
Yes.
You choose the party that you want to.
You don't just choose.
And then they have to approve. That's how you get the certificate.
No, you don't just choose saying, you know, I mean, no. You have to be a member of that particular party. And then you tell them, okay, I'm a member.
I remember him saying, I might be mistaken. I think he said, if I don't get adopted by UPND, I doubt if I will stand independently.
So listen, Kylie. He is not really a direct member of UPND. Okay? But he is, I don't know, you can call him sympathizer or he's like, he's got interests in the party.
What do those certificates entail? When they give Simon, what is it?
It means
what
that
is it telling?
It is telling that this is the guy we have chosen to stand for this particular position. Amongst all our people.
Not that he's now under UPND.
No, it is just showing that. Yeah, but that is exactly that, Kylie. He is now, not now, he is our person. There's now accepting that he is our person,
but
and
he's not fully.
No, it doesn't matter whether you're fully or not.
So listen, I'm trying to understand the difference between independence and you being adopted by the party.
So listen, being adopted is like this. You might maybe let's start it from the beginning. Let's say, for example, right? Yeah, me, you, and another person. Okay, maybe even the two of us. We're in UPND, right? And we want to stand as Lusaka mayor. Right? So we apply. Could be MCC, okay, saying okay, I want to stand as MP. Now we know MP, maybe okay, let's say MP or mayor for a particular maybe city or constituency, right? Three probably under the same party. So the party by MCC members of Central Committee. So they will look at you and they say, oh, guys, look at the popularity background, because they can't just pick anyone. So they look at your financial muscle to fund yourself, and they also look at you might not have the money, but you've got support background. Okay, so wala mona okay, ala bidi bonse background na batamaka, but okay pala bidi mbato asera ponan. Okay, sentumo mfoko the financial muscle to them now. So now they'll pick you based on whatever reasons. They'll pick you. Some people even corruption works. Or repeat about MCC, but that's not the point we're talking about here. So yeah, I'm UPND, but they picked you because of factors. They've now become a tiebreakers, and then they've picked you. So what should I do? I just have to support it because I'm part of UPND. But I'm a situation like that. They don't have a person for that in that region for that position. So now they start now outsourcing. Oh, am I independent? About today, monava. Uni independent to an independent. It's not what I'm independent. They part two. They but let's approach him, and then they'll call you. Ah, man. For by UPND, are you ruling party guide? That's what we mean. You pass Shashani. Not to manana backing background. We will support you. We will support your campaign. Okay. obviously, my promises to me, they need you now. I'm support you.
But is it always that you get approached?
It's not always.
Because I feel like in the case of Simon, he wasn't approached. He decided that I'll stand as a mayor.
Yes.
As
So
in
now,
they-
it's now them to consider.
Yes.
So it depends on how much power you have.
Mhm.
If you know that I've got enough clout, I've got enough support, kutompa. Okay, guys, okay, then got financial power. Party the folk start adopting. I'm waiting for you. Call me anytime.
That's what Simon
You can
did.
do that.
That's what Simon
But him,
did.
he did that, but he was expressing interest for the UPND.
Yeah, it's been known.
That's
It's been
why I
known.
even said if I won't stand under UPND, because I know how smart that guy is, he does not want to use his money.
Yeah.
His pocket money. He knows he can't join PF for nothing. He can never join PF. And he can't go independent because independent you have to be self-funded.
Yeah.
So he knew that if I go this route, now certificate, but he is part of us and he's going to be funded by us, whatever. Or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Campaign, we will support your campaign and stuff. Tell you what I got certificate, Paraba.
Oh.
Yeah, down on the certificate, if you read Paraba, will support your campaign as well.
Yeah.
So the party will support you because that's where the money is. It's a ruling party, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's how that worked out.
Yeah, I think you've explained it well. I get it.
So
Yeah.
for you, but again, there's something. Last episode, I forgot to shout out my.
Yeah.
So Bakitwe, I would like to shout out my friend Humphrey. Humphrey has got a auto spare Kitwe near Shan. NR investment. Pa NR na mpesh. Kitwe kuna ku second class. Kwa wat pa NR. There's a auto spare called Hulu Auto Spares. They deal with genuine auto spares, original auto spares. His name is Humphrey. Timam tumina phone pa 0764 63 53 30. 0764 63 53 30. His name is Humphrey. They deal with genuine spare parts. Please visit them.
Does he have a store? Like
He does have a store.
What's the name of the company?
Hulu Auto Spares. Huli
Holy.
Auto Spares. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it's Harley or Huli, but it's HULI. Yeah, HULI. Huli.
Yeah.
I feel like he got it from his name. His name is Humphrey. So
Yeah, okay,
Humphrey starts
yeah.
with HU. I feel like that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's who or
Maybe-
her. But yeah, visit
get you.
NR investments.
For auto spares.
Auto Spares, yeah.
Yeah.
So ka phone number akeni twapunda pa, but obviously about it boy mbeti bakaposa pa punch pa yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Humphrey. He's doing a good job. He's been doing this for some time. Firstly, he was doing Amanan Kani. I think he's still doing that. Ukula Sendama is an agent. Manakonde bringing in vehicles, shipping in vehicles, and then he started slow, but he has grown. He's grown obviously for obvious reasons because he's dealing with genuine spares.
And the experience also.
The experience, yeah, his experience in this thing. So
Yeah, anyway. And then nombana nikani. Nika fijana chira mwana kulina nikani.
Kurinan.
Sean Tembo.
Ashikongere.
About anyway, if you don't
Ngani
know
new-
this,
ngani news, listen.
if you don't know this, then
No, listen. Now
because
listen.
I don't know. I just saw it that I don't know if his party is registered under a church. I don't know, something like that.
So listen.
Speaking about incompetence, that's what I wanted to talk about. I thought you knew so that you tell me.
About it, yeah.
Yeah,
But one
I
thing
thi-
I know
I
is
didn't
about
really
Sean
read.
Tembo's party was declined for reasons I'm not sure about right
It's
now.
registered as a church.
Why would you register a party as a?
It's not him.
So I want to say church.
No.
Okay, we need to find out more about
Yeah,
that.
we need to find out. Let's just-
But again,
let's
the
just
joke
try.
of the week was bachanda shan. Charles Chanda. I'm going to spill the beans, bro. So let me tell you.
What was the story there?
The story is
I just saw a clip.
Bachanda Badi am register party. Bachanda Badi meaning even last 2020 election. Badi meaning. That's where I knew him from.
Where is Sam to do Ivy when you need him?
You know,
Where is Sam
the
to do?
Furapari am
I know he keeps crossing my mind like during this time.
but
why
you
should I
okay,
take-
Mdala ngamule tambe clip. You've disappointed many and I'm one of them.
I'm the do Ivy
Like,
boy.
you can't just stop and
Cause-
go mute. Because
Because when I was hearing the name like during the
My
election,
elections.
I'm the do Ivy 1-0. I'm like, But the time he started doing those interviews, I was like,
I said, this man is so smart.
I'm like-
Like you can hear. And remember what I was telling you about being smart in
Yeah.
Zambia? Like I don't know if it's you or Webby I was talking to. I was saying in Zambia you don't like the bar has been dropped so low that you don't even need to speak the truth. It's about how the lie sounds, how your lie is sounding. You know what I mean? Like Hamdudu Ivy. It's like the other man, is it Elas Chipim?
yeah,
Yeah. That man was very smart. He was speaking the truth. He was telling us like policies like, okay, for Zambia to grow, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do this, like actual policies that actually govern the country.
Yeah.
Like actually the duties of the president to make policies that are so that make things easy for us, business to thrive and things will just start building itself. Do you know what Zambians want to hear? I'll do this for you. I'll do that for you. And that's why we always get disappointed. People who debate policies, people who talk about policies are people that I trust more. And Namdu Ivy was that person. And that's who this guy was. Although in Nkwadi who's this guy? Your Green Party. John Peterson camp.
Yeah.
That what we do.
Yeah.
That guy debates policies. One of his policies was we did. Of
Yeah.
which what is an adopt nowadays but Fiamba is in the government. Although they're not using it exactly the way he wanted it, but at least it's legal now.
It's packed an idea.
Yeah, if they just use it, they do it well, we'll have money as a nation. So going back to Bachau's channel. Listen, and he's even saying he's going to stand the other elections.
Yeah.
How are people going to trust you, my guy? You are the same person who was saying, no, I'm going to spill the beans. But UPND, they approached me, I refused. Shanshan Yuko. Okay, if you refused, it means you do not agree with their policies. You do not agree with their ideologies. You do not agree with their vision. Okay? You refused. Because for you to refuse, it means you don't agree. Okay? So, and then, immediately from saying that, the following day, 8 hours, you're live and apologizing, and you actually endorse the same UPND that you denied. And you're coming to tell me at next elections, 2031, you're going to stand as a president. And you want me to trust you? Are you serious?
What is it telling? What is it telling?
I can't trust you, my guy.
Incompetence.
I'm not going to vote for you. I can't even ask anyone to vote for you because you do not know what you stand for. It is what killed Kamburi. This is exactly what killed Kamburi. Kamburi, he didn't know what he wanted. You know what I mean? He didn't know what he was admiring the seat of presidency. That's why he joined UPND. I'm gonna UPND chance takuja kuba president. I'm gonna na PF because lungu na kwata ari kwetemu imo ngapo ngawina nishi chapwa. Aya next na kwata ku chance ya kwimini. Omate he goes to PF kula ba fifurunganya ba mukaka pono kumukaka tia furungana PF yao na eka, then he comes out. Where do I go next? So number alubana takote tia kuchita. So now first he opened his own party. Yeah, he opened his own party. Then party yakwa ya Mufirwa, he failed it himself as well. Joined PF na kofia Mufirwa. So now he has joined party yakwa Hari Karabomu nankwe. Are stuff around upon are pontela. I'm joining. No, it's the party that looks more serious among all the oppositions. And then you want to become an MP muri party yamunobe. You have decided a long time ago. Ila panjile party ya kwena DC. Nena DRS. NRS NDC. He made NDC. If only Ali Konkerefana and idea kula NDC, but now it would have been one of the most competitive parties. And he would have been one of the most but it talks too much. That's the problem.
What's your take on Nankana? The Nankana is interesting.
What's
Nankana? I'm not going to know. Boy, Nankana, boy. Yes, I'm saying Nankana. What's your Nankana?
Hey, Nankana. Here we go again. The mayor race is interesting. What's your take on what Simon did first, withdrawing? Like, nah, I'm not standing anymore. I think you also has trauma. What you spoke on about the colorism. Because he said
He's traumatized.
he's receiving
Threats.
threats. That's the reason why he had to say, I think I'm not standing anymore. The
So-
next day, he was
So my
like,
take is I'm not really sure, and it's just my opinion, not opinion. It's like how I look at it. My own thought. I feel like when he said I'm withdrawing, he genuinely meant it.
yeah, I feel that too.
He meant it. He said no.
I didn't even expect him to come back. Right?
Yeah,
Okay.
he said wide consultation, family and stuff. He stopped because he was receiving threats and stuff. But what I feel like is, I feel like he received a call from the upper office.
That don't
From the-
withdraw.
Not do not withdraw.
Yeah.
Said, go and stand. You are protected. It can only come from the upper office.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. So just go and stand. Don't withdraw. You have protection.
Yeah, because
You're
like
protected.
Because like that, you are guaranteed.
Yeah, you're guaranteed.
And you
Not
feel
just-
safe. You feel
yeah.
safe. Not whereby you're just alone, knowing very well
No,
how,
you can't do that. I think
knowing
that's
very
why it
well
came
how
from.
he's hated by these cadres.
Yeah. And then those cadres, it's easy. It only takes the upper office telling the youth chairman or whatever, or my youth, hey, you must support me, guys. Chap.
Yeah.
Simple. So I think I'm pretty sure I received that call.
But about the threats, that wasn't a surprise to me.
It wasn't a surprise
Yeah.
because now that Katie lady also, she really wanted that seat.
Yeah.
Katie really wanted that seat, and she came from nowhere.
Because Chitambara boy, bro, that guy has like haters even in the.
Within. And
Even-
one thing I like
not-
about his
not-
campaign is he stands with what he stands for, and that's why I wanted to see him.
When I become a mayor, like he
Simple.
says, it's straight.
Yeah, and listen, he doesn't care about your vote. He just says, when I become mayor, most likely for me up. Simple. And
Like,
he
we don't
tells
need
you,
these vendors. We
Yeah.
don't need the date.
and
You have to make
if,
sure the
if he
side is
can,
clean. Like he doesn't sugarcoat things.
nah, he does not do that. And that's one thing I like about it. And then the thing is that I really don't. One, I really do not feel like he's a very good leader. I really do not feel he's a good. I'm
Yeah.
standing by. I don't know if I said it last time, but I
You
think
did like off cam.
off cam, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I really don't think he is. I feel like he would have been a better person to be given a position. You know, the Lusaka, is it integrated Lusaka integrated solid waste management or something? Something
Like that.
Integrated solid waste management, but Lusaka, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. If he was given a higher position in that, I feel like he can do a good job because Mayoral position does not only deal with cleaning Lusaka. Cleaning Lusaka is a major problem, but there's things to do with plots, there's still things to do with naming roads, there's things to do with there's a lot making plots, extension of Lusaka as a city. There's those bilateral commitment where we've got what we call sister cities or friend cities. I don't know if it's called sister cities or friend cities. For example, like Lusaka and Cairo. Cairo is our sister city. That's why we've got Cairo named after it.
Okay.
Lusaka and Los Angeles, we are friends. That's why we've got Los Angeles Road.
Road.
Lusaka and Addis Ababa, friends. That's why we've got Addis Ababa Road. You know those things, yeah? So you need to maintain those relationships for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's that. So solid waste management is just one aspect of it, which is also not being directly run by the mayor, but the Lusaka Integrated Solid Waste Management Company has been given that mandate to deal with that. Of course, it is under the council, LCC, but it is autonomous. It makes its own decisions, and it's supposed to be autonomous and make its own decision. But obviously, it will be run by the LCC, which is going to be headed by the mayor. So I feel like he would have been better to get that position, running a Lusaka Integrated Solid Waste Management Company, than being the whole mayor. But anyway,
that would suit him, of course.
because he's. But again, it's also fine for him to get a mayoral position. That's why now I'm saying, okay, I might even vote for him because you don't really need to be a very good leader. But even as you are taking any position, it's good to say, as I'm getting this leadership, I don't care about everything else. I'm focusing on this.
Yeah.
I'd rather have permanent duties are 10. And instead of that, okay, I've got these 10 duties. I'm going to focus on this one duty. And I win. Then I carry all the 10 duties and I fail everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I can just pick one and excel on one, it's better. They'll say he worked on that.
Yeah.
Then I carry everything
So-
and
so-
fail.
So with that example that you've given, so do you think it
I
would
feel
be?
this is right
Wait,
now, it's
do
giving
you
me...
think, or maybe you understand.
No,
what
yeah,
I'm
you
saying.
can ask before, but I think I understand. But
Do you think it would be worth it if we focused on one thing, which is cleaning Lusaka?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why now it's giving me a benefit of doubt, saying, okay, it's better maybe we give him a mandate and he should just focus on that one thing. Forget about all these other things. Okay, don't really forget about them.
But if the city has trash like that, like it's dirty like that, then it's
But all eyes point at him as a mayor. So I think he can just still go with the same mandate.
yeah.
Because the mayor opposition, my guy.
But food kind, you can't focus on one thing.
That's the thing again.
Yeah.
But do you think he's going to
Because
excel?
the other things
Okay,
will
now,
be failing.
and that's what I'm saying now. Think about him sitting in let's say Geneva in a meeting or in a workshop with different leaders. How is it going to represent us? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he
it's
will
too.
speak English.
It's too.
He will speak the English.
What word am I looking for? Shiva word, but there's the way I wanted to describe him.
Childish.
No, not really. Come on now. No.
But are you saying no to
No,
that?
I don't look at him as childish, but it's too. Quite, he lacks something when it comes to communicating with people. Why Shubaka?
Take out about breaks.
Even that, yeah. But otherwise, I like that man.
I like him too, and I feel
Yeah.
like and I hope he is going to have some mentors that are going to like mentor him and
But
do
do you
this.
think he's going to win that, Nankan? And who is his running mate?
No, you don't need the running mate. Do you need the running mate for that?
So you don't need the running mate. Does that mean Napitakade?
No, you don't understand what a running mate is.
Oh yes, please. Yes, who is his Nankade?
His competition.
Yeah,
whatever,
his competitor.
Running mate. Wait, let me school you on running mate.
Yeah,
Running mate.
me, please, before they roast me, these guys. Yes, I don't know. So what? Yeah.
Okay, so running mate need that team. You know what president, ka?
Mm.
And then all the fuck have vice president too.
A running mate.
A running mate.
Anakabidi. So you're on the same side.
Muliango same side.
That's why he's a mate.
We're running and I'm going to meet you. So I got Madaru Mango, as vice president, and then a running mate.
Yeah, so I meant to ask
The one who's competing with.
Yeah.
Kuri umbat Simon Muila,
Oh.
and then I think there should be I don't know if there's another one, but I know about
Who do you
Simon
think
Muila.
as Nankan?
More clout?
Clout on the ground, not per media, on the ground. Ground?
What's about the media, Gaidi? Simon
Hey,
Muila
what's
is
it?
media,
What?
but when you talk about media, you know who the biggest is.
Boy.
Media boy.
It's Simon.
Mwewa.
Yes, yes.
So
They all have clout on the Nankan, on the socials. yes.
socials, yeah. But
But
background again. But them not chimwewa na chukatako support. But background part.
Do you know
again
the
background.
disadvantage of
Yeah.
Simon?
About market.
Hey, that's
April
where I'm
advantage.
going.
Yeah. So, but again, to me,
They hate his guts. Right?
now listen. To me, as a logical person, if you decampaign, if you are standing with Simon Mwewalen and you decampaign him based on the facts that no, listen, look at him, he's going to remove all the street vendors. You're decampaigning yourself.
Like
You see, you have to be very careful.
You lose a certain
You lose me, my guy. You
Yes.
lose logical
Oh,
people.
yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Most logical people are going to vote for Simon Mweo.
Yeah.
But yaba mu street mwina na Lusaka, not even at what. Because
Yeah,
already
yeah.
barapunda.
No
Hey,
questions there.
but about UPND makada za
Nani
barapunda.
babona titatu kufuata uri mugero uri
Eh, Keti. Uyoka yo alipata abantu ula ukafunya abantu mu street. That's what they for. That's exactly what we want. Because man, town is so pathetic. And the only person who had the guts to do that was Garry Nkombo.
Remember Simon,
And
the
then-
other Simon.
And then Garry Nkombo, wait, there's a part point here where we be the podcast and that I know we are going to argue. And he was right. We were going to argue that day.
Yeah.
I was like, Because listen, Garry Nkombo has been in UPND, right? For the longest. He's been like a pioneer of the party. He was the election chairperson. He's the one who was like election chairperson. Do you know what that means? He is the one in charge of giving the right man and certificate. Yeah. And Nkombo was going to chair.
Oh.
We never heard anywhere where quite a certificate when he was that. And they were in opposition, remember? So now, but anyway, that's aside. You remember how he represented UPND so well during calling elections, but my results when he was what's his name again? What's his name? Sorry, if the name comes, I'll remember. The guy that Bobby Stiraka mask. When Shindano, Patrick Shindano, is it Patrick Shindano or Peter Shindano? When he was stopping him, like they were giving him results, and then there's something they did wrong, and then he stopped them, saying, "Guys, we can't proceed until we're done." Like just everything.
That
he did.
man was busy.
That guy was busy. It was like almost like he was sleeping. But anyway, you know how instrumental he was. Immediately that was done, that's why I started seeing what's happening here, because people started seeing I'm cracks yakuna UPND. Later on. But me, the first question mark came after the president Bapun the cabinet. I expected him to get either party top 5 party. I think you're either Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of either maybe even Justice or something, Ministry of Shanshanu, this big one, Foreign Affairs, and but guess what he got? He got the Minister of Local Government, Kulisi DF. Yes, right, called Wendarama, but it's not what I expected. It's one of the lowest positions for ministers.
Looking at the background though.
Looking at why I thought he's going to get even education, even like, okay, maybe not education, but maybe at least a big one, justice or something. But see what he got, okay? That was a crack number 1, red light number 1. But I said, that's fine, maybe they know what they're doing, maybe I let it slide. And then local government, there's something he did. That's a Kanya. I don't know about Chibuku, town, there's something.
Kachasu.
But if actually Kanya. And then after Kanya, like today, and then the president, he made the decision. I can't remember exactly what it was. That was like after 2 years of being in power, or maybe a year or so. Immediately he said that the following day, the president, Finalanda, Baf cancer.
Because I remember when he was going through Kanye when he made that lady drink,
I remember.
He received backlash and stuff.
He received backlash, and then what he needed to do listen, if I'm a president and then I send you out there, what's the time? That's not 1640, but anyway, if the president, if I'm the president and then I give you a mandate to execute your duties, right? It means you trust me. It means you trust my capabilities. Whatever I do, it means obviously you know that if I come up with a decision, I've obviously analyzed, I've gone through with my team and stuff. Napanga decision if to Kanya and what if I Kanya if you are man, if you are Kanya makachaso whatever. The president the following day, basta override what he said and says something else. So there we say, he removed all the street vendors at some point in town. Which we supported. Even Bowman Lusambo supported him. Bowman Lusambo supported him. I remember him calling Hot FM and stuff. I was like, Bowman Lusambo. I was shocked. That was a welcome move. But after Afmapof, you ding on a foot and then it's back to Nankan. What does it mean? He did not receive support from his people. UPND, that was another crack. Then later on, we said that Bowman Lusambo has been fired. He's no longer the Minister of Local Government. Then later on, he comes and says, "But imposter could dustbin. He could dustbin. So it's been like." So when maybe you're saying things like no badi msunga fe pambadi, then during 2026 election akesa muimya,
the signs
I just
there.
said I don't think that's the plan.
The signs were there.
Yeah, I really don't think. I knew that 2026 something was going to happen.
But with what Webby said, especially there in the time, Garry Nkombo had power.
Yeah.
Not really too much power, but he had power.
He had like the clout and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He had people vouching for him.
Yeah, he could even
That's
pull
what
some
I
strings.
agreed.
But again, where
on
Webby
that
said
part.
no, he can stand. And I one thing I know about Garry, and I'm not going to lie to you. He really is loyal to the president.
Yeah.
He's loyal. Adiba loyal to the president. Nakuri part adiba loyal because he's. I feel like if you still the money wa fish, right?
Yeah. See, I am a serious.
Money wa fish. That's why he can't come
Because
here and start telling us. He knows what he did and why they put him.
And that shows loyalty.
As we do not know.
And that shows loyalty.
It shows loyalty because he just says, okay, let's just leave it here. Even when all that happened, did you hear him ranting? No, I know even a lot about you.
I'm going to spill this beans.
Let me spill the beans. No, he's been quiet about it and he just says it's the people that came to call me because I remember a day before his nomination. Yeah, in his filing in. People went at his residence and said, no, we want you to stand, we want you to stand. I can't stand him one to independent, no problem.
Even in every
He never finished to vote. Inenga mwansara manja team to vote. And came in and more than four. And then people said, do you want to? Then he went and found him. So let's see what this goes. Because if it was like so could but anyway, I think you're losing light and it's been a good one.
Yeah.
Another good one. We really didn't prepare much today. we didn't have much to talk about. And we didn't even think we were going to talk about that. We didn't even
we did.
It's good like we're natural, man.
Yeah, we are natural. That was
naturally.
interesting.
Yeah, we've lost light, but it's good.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share your thoughts. We want to hear what you're thinking in that.
And share.
Views.
Share. And also if you've got something you feel like you can talk about next,
Suggest.